Hi there, my name's Darrell. It's great to OMC you and welcome to Old Man Cycling. So it's been quite a while since I've made a video. Before Christmas was my last one and I've just had a little bit of a rest. I do welcome everybody that has sent me messages asking if I'm okay, and there's been no issue at all. I've just lacked a little bit of a motivation, which I'll get onto further in this video. And yesterday I bumped into a subscriber and fellow cyclist named Phil Bailey, and he stopped and had a chat with me and just said how much him and some of his friends miss my videos, and so it inspired me to get out and film this today. So let's get on the bike and get cracking. So this is not my first time out this year. I've been out on the bike a couple of times just to get a feel for it again, but literally over the winter I did nothing at all. The weather wasn't great, so that was a bit of a disincentive to get out. But really, I think after my last video that didn't perform very well, I kind of lost a bit of motivation, and I do run another YouTube channel as well, and so I put a lot more effort into that, and so the cycling unfortunately just fell against the wayside. And now the weather's picked up a little bit, I've decided that it's time to get out again, because I really do need to get my fitness levels back up, especially my knees as well. Now if you've watched any of my videos before, you will know that I do suffer with my knees, as I suppose most people do who are my kind of age. It's an ongoing thing, but it does get better with cycling. So with not actually being on the bike for best part of 6 months, then the last couple of days that I've been on the bike have taken their toll. So it will take a few more bike rides to strengthen them back up again and stop them hurting so much. So if you are new to the channel, basically I'm just an ordinary cyclist, nothing special. I just get out on my bike and talk you through the routes that I do and just show you some really nice countryside while I'm there. Now if this is your first time visiting the channel, you can do me a really big favour by clicking the like, subscribe and the bell notifications, because it helps me out and it makes sure the channel keeps on growing. And you can also click the share button to let all your friends know about what I do here on Old Man Cycling. My bike is an Orbea D30-1X Ebike, and I've had it for about 2 years now, and I've been really happy with it. It's been really reliable. I've had no problem with the battery, and quite often what I do now is I'll go out and actually ride the bike without the motor on. I tend to use it more as an extra gear, just if I really need it. Now I have had quite a few comments from people saying, why have an e-bike and not use the motor? That defeats the object. But really, for me, it absolutely doesn't. The e-bike is a tool, a way of getting me from A to B, enjoying my cycling, and just giving me the peace of mind that should I need that extra assistance, it's there. Yes, I'm carrying some extra weight because of having the motor and the battery, but really that doesn't affect me majorly, because a lot of the cycling I do is on flat ground with very few big hills, and so it's not really an issue. And so to those people who say, why have an e-bike and not use a motor, I just say, well, that suits me and it's what I like to do. I have got a normal road bike as well, and I do enjoy going on that, but it's a different experience and it's a different kind of cycling. But what I'm about to do, I definitely can't do on my normal road bike. And this e-bike is also a gravel bike, so we've got thicker tyres and a different gear system. And I'm about to go onto the Canal towpath, and that is something that I definitely couldn't do on my road bike. I really like the freedom you get from a gravel bike to be able to cycle along a towpath like this. You just definitely wouldn't want to do this with a normal road bike tyre, because you would just fear for all of these bumps that just wouldn't stand up to the punishment that you get from this slightly more bumpy track. But the gravel bike, oh gosh, that is bumpy. But the gravel bike just eats it up. Not a problem at all. I don't know what the camera work's going to be like. That's probably going to be a bit shaky. But the actual pleasure of riding along here is really good. Yesterday I did cycle this route and I did see quite a lot of wildlife. Now in front of me just here are some ducks, but further on I did see some ducks with ducklings, so we might see those again. And there was a heron that I came across that was right by the side of the canal as well, so we may see some more wildlife this morning, who knows. Just ducks so far. Interesting, after just mentioning the heron, now that narrowboat there was called the Heron. There does seem to be a lot more canal users this morning than there was yesterday. I don't know what it is, but the locks have been busier and I've seen a lot more narrowboats actually using the canal. Now you can see just here that the surface has massively improved because we're right on the edge of a town, and just to the right of the canal here is a housing estate, so it must be quite nice living in these houses being next to the canal. But unfortunately this good surface doesn't actually last for very long. It only lasts just while we're on the outside of this town. Thank you. And we will be getting off the towpath very shortly as well and back onto normal roads. Most of the houses there in that housing estate don't have access to the canal, but these houses just here, their gardens back down right onto the canal, and it must be a great place to live. So there's one there that's lovely. There's another couple here that are right on the edge of the canal. And what a great place that must be to sit in the summer with the canal right at the bottom of your garden. What an amazing place to live. I'm quite close to home now. I've got about another 3 or 4 miles to go, and I've been really pleased with how I've managed to hold up and film at the same time. You do get out of the habit of biking but filming as well. It does take so much longer to film a video when you're biking, or it takes longer to bike when you're filming a video. Neither of them really complement each other because you have to think about camera positioning, talking to the camera. It's not just a case of getting on and enjoying your bike ride. So I bet today I've added another hour to the same route that I did yesterday, just because I had to stop every so often and put the camera down to film. It just adds extra to it. But even so, I'm still feeling really fresh and not use the motor at all. So that's great going. I'll check in when I get back home. Well, I've had a lovely morning ride, very calm, gentle and sedate. I've not set any personal bests, but I didn't set out to do that anyway. I just want to get back into riding and improve my fitness. That is my main goal. And I do have to give another shout out to Phil, who's inspired me to get out this morning and film another video. I'm going to try and do that more regularly now in the future. Hopefully one a week, but I can't guarantee that. But if you want to stay up to date with all of those future releases, then make sure you click like, subscribe and the bell notifications to stay up to date with everything that I release in the future. All that's left now though is to say, if you've got any comments, let me know down below, or you can go over to my Facebook account. Stay safe, it's been great to OMC you, and I'll see you soon. A fellow bollocks. And I've had it for about 2 years nearly now. I can't get the sentence out. You can do me a really big favour by clicking there. And so therefore, the photograph of fuck's sake. It's not a photograph, you knob.